Want to keep up with the latest Camodo gaming videos? Be sure to subscribe and click that bell. And then, come on, all right, turn it. Yep, this is why it's gonna get ugly. Okay, hold on, Camodo. Oh, Camodo. Okay, turn on, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Okay, hold on, save it, save it, save it. Come on, Gyro. Come on, it's gonna be a. Oh, we're not getting that back. Yep. Hello, YouTube. Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of Scrap Mechanic. And yes, folks, we are back once again. And today we are back with the Best Creations series. And today we're going to be checking out a wide variety of creations. We're going to start off with the spacecraft that you see behind us here, but I do have several other things, including a hovercraft. We've got several ground creations, several vehicles that I want to check out. There's quite a bit of stuff that I missed, which, by the way, I get all these creations from my Discord. If you didn't know I have one, you can join it down in the description. So without further ado, we are going to jump into that. Now, I do want to address one quick thing that I've seen a couple rumblings about. I'm not done with Scrap Mechanic. I always see that, like, are you not doing Scrap Mechanic anymore? No, it's just I still do it about once a week. I want to do more of it, but I kind of want to wait for more stuff to happen with it. Hopefully an update, hopefully something big. I know challenge mode's going to be a thing soon, or soon-ish, and then eventually survival. So I want to go ahead and just say that I will still be doing this on the channel, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into this. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the creations. So, what you're looking at here, let's go ahead and pull it up on the left. These are the Mustang variants. These are by Lady Skelebro, which, if you don't know who Lady Skelebro is, probably about one of the best spaceship creators on the workshop. I love the designs. I don't know where they come from. I don't know. It kind of makes me think, are you getting these from movies, or are these coming out of your head? Because if they are, they're absolutely amazing. So this is the Mustang variants. There's 4 of these. You've got the Beta, Alpha, Omega, and Delta. They all have different aspects to them. One of them is a luxury version. You have like a speed-style racer version of it. There's a military one with spud guns on it. Very cool stuff. Now, I have done a little bit of flying around with these, so I'm going to go ahead and pick out my favorite, and we're going to go with it. Alright, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I like this gray one because it's got spud guns on it. So, you've got this one. Spud guns, this one looks like it's got lights. And I know these also, a couple of these have boosters on it too. Let's go ahead, let's hop in. I'm going to slot in right under here. Now this thing does open up. I don't really know exactly where the switch is. It's probably literally right in front of me to close the canopy, but yeah, I don't see it. So this thing kind of has 2 flight modes. What you're going to do, you're going to hit 4. Actually, not 4, that's the spud guns. 3 is also spud guns, by the way. You're going to hit 5, and that's going to turn the gyro on. And then we're going to hit 6. Let's go ahead and raise up in the air real quick. This thing could probably do some really sweet landings. Hold on, let's carry ourselves up. Alright, so you can fly around using WASD. Now, in this mode, A and D strafe. They don't straight up turn. You need to use 7 and 8, which this is my favorite mode because this is the way I'm kind of used to Lady Skelebro's ships flying for me. But there also is another flight mode when you hit 2, the wings fold out, and it's a little bit more of your traditional, I guess, aircraft. And I'm not quite as used to that. I will switch over to it here in a second, but it's probably going to be very, very bad. Now, another thing, go ahead and look at the cockpit here. I like this because you see the display. The speed actually goes up when I raise altitude. Let's go ahead and start raising there. You can see the gauges go up. I don't know which pack these are in, but I need to figure that out because I think these things are cool. It's just going to speed through here. You can light up some baddies. We got your 3 and 4. Is there any sort of targeting? They all seem to kind of go funnel down towards the center. I would argue we could probably do some sort of dogfight with these. I think maybe some of this might be destructible. I do see some cardboard pieces. I don't see any bombs on it, but I could be wrong. I need to read back into that, see if there's any features when it comes to that. Alright, so let me go ahead and pick up some more altitude here. We're going to go straight vertical. Oh, actually, look at that. You can see the gyro working. You can see the different thrusters activating to keep this thing as stable as possible. Now, me personally, I like the bigger ships because they're easier for me to fly, but Lady Skelebro typically does a really good job with balancing the ships here. So let's go ahead and go into 2, and this is where it might get ugly, folks. All right, so you roll with A and D, and then, come on, all right, turn it. Yep, this is why it's going to get ugly. Okay, hold on, Camodo. Oh, Camodo. Okay, turn it off, turn it off. Turn it off. Okay. Hold on, save it, save it, save it. Come on, gyro. Come on. It's going to be a... Oh, we're not getting that back. Yep. Hold on, let's go. Oh, boy. Let's go 5. Will we get it back? Is it... Oh, really? Oh, there it goes. Yes. Got it back. Nailed it. You know, I've looked at the control scheme to that. I understand the control scheme, but for some reason my head never catches up to control that thing in time and get it to where it flies good for me. I typically just, it goes off and I get confused, I panic, and I crash. Let's go check out another model, though, real quick. I'm debating on which one we want to try out next. I really like the way this blue one looks. I like the little antenna on it. But the white one, I mean, that one, man, that one looks pretty luxurious. I want to assume maybe this is the green one might be the racer, if I'm not mistaken. Now, it could be, actually, I could be wrong about that. I'm not really sure. We're going to go with the blue one, though. Let's go and hop into here. So let's go ahead and hit 5. Let's go 6. All right, so this one for 3 and 4, you don't have spuds on this one. At least I don't think this one has another pair of spuds. No, this one's got what appears to be probably a boost, which is 3. And then 4 is your lights. So you got like a little, the 2 lights in the front, and you got the one under the antenna there. So yeah, this one's got a little boost on it. Okay, I can dig. Let's go ahead, get up in the air. I would say I'd try to fly this from the first person, but I know I would really screw that one up. So third person it is. Let's go ahead and try to get some speed here. All right, so let's go ahead and use that boost real quick. Okay, so we got the boost on. Ah, this one's the Delta. It literally says it right above it. Okay, did the other ones? I don't think the other one said it. Maybe the other couple that are still on the ground over there, but I don't think the first one did. Either that or I was completely blind to that fact. And oh, no. Okay, save it. Okay, so, oh, no. I'm sorry, Lady Skello, bro. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, boy. On. Shut it off. Shut her down. Camodo needs to have his pilot's license revoked. Oh, I love these things, but I need to learn to fly them a little bit better. Actually, a lot better. I don't want to say a little bit. Put that back down. There we go. Boom. All right, so hop back in. All right, let's get it back over to the spot. I at least want to observe the other two. All right, so the Delta model is coming back in for a landing. It looks like the other ones are... Wait, oh, no. I don't know why it noped out of there like that. I was going to shut her down. Never mind. You know what? Let's just get up here. All right, so you got 2 other models. I'm not going to go through them. I strongly suggest you guys download them, which the links are in the description, and then maybe decide what model is your favorite. Yeah, this is the Omega here, and then, ouch, I'm assuming this over here is going to be, let me make sure I get it right. Yeah, that's going to be the Beta. Okay. All right, so for our next creation, it's by Garbuckle 3000, which, by the way, there's technically 2 of them. You've got a Hovercraft for 1, which I believe this is using the buoyancy mod, and then we have the big, I'm going to call it the Big Betty. I was going to call it the Big Bertha, but that really doesn't sound right. So let's go with the Hovercraft Ferry here. All right, so we're going to start off with the Hovercraft for 1. So I'm going to hit boom. It's going to activate the fans. And then, does 2 and 3 actually do something? You know, I should probably read that real quick before I say anything. So it looks like it's WASD on the Hovercraft Ferry. This one's WASD, but yeah, I don't think there's actually anything to do with those 2 switches there. I think we just start going like this. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, wow. Okay, that's smooth. Now, question is, can it handle the terrain? Whoa, I would almost argue you could do some pretty cool races with this. Here we go. So I'm assuming the propulsion, it's actually the fan back there. I think. I don't know, maybe it's a mixture of both. Yeah, like I'm holding W, and the only time you hear thruster noises are when I'm hitting A and D, and that's, I guess, thrusters in the front and the back, possibly, helping it turn. But as far as just the W here, it seems to be the propeller, and maybe those propellers are actually keeping it a little above ground, possibly, and that's also the buoyancy, and I just really ate it there. Yeah, I'm actually intrigued by this creation. I like it a lot. All right, so hold on, let's get back over to the big one. I'm really curious about that. So let's go 1. Actually, what's the cockpit like? Ah, see, there's more of those dials. So you have the speed, you have acceleration, compass. I'm assuming that's pointing north. Huh, didn't know that was a gauge either. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get our way around here on up. No. Okay, I kind of got myself in a tricky situation there. Man, Camodo is not, he's not scrap mechanicking, if that's a word. He's not doing that right today. I think I've crashed pretty much everything that I played with. Kind of feel like you could come in and drift here, so let's go ahead and try to swing it out. Wait, and e-brake! Oh, it catches itself really quick. Like, you can't go really sideways and counter steer, because as soon as you counter steer, you're pointed in that direction. I don't know why you would be able to drift with this, but, you know, that's the thing. All right, so we have the Hovercraft ferry, which I really like this one. So let's go ahead and boom, pop it open. So say you and your friends are going around the farmbot world trying not to get killed. You can take them on a tour in the nice ferry. And where's the toilet seat at? Wait, what's this? What's... okay, what's the black seat for? Did I read something wrong? Hold on, let's go out the back real quick. It's a separate pilot seat is what it is. Okay, so I guess maybe for camera angle's sake, maybe because this thing's really big. Let's see, let's go up to the front. All right, here's the cockpit. Let's hop into here, so let's go boom. All right, so it's in hover mode, and then go... I like the little order those go in. Hold on, let's go, ready? There we go. All right, all aboard. We're ready to move. This thing might actually be better over the terrain. I'm not really sure. I mean, there's probably still areas where this thing's going to have some issues and bounce, but I don't think this thing's going to flip because it's obviously a little bigger than the Hovercraft for one. But I really like this. Like, this feels good. I remember in the olden days of Scrap Mechanic, before a bunch of mods and stuff, Hovercraft and things like this were just stuffing a bunch of thrusters up the butt of the creation and hoping you got the levels right and hoping that it would just float. We're kind of past that now, and I think I just got stuck on a rock. Whoops, might need to get out of this. There we go. Yeah, it's always odd coming back to this game now that mods have become the way they are and they can do so many different functions with the game now. So it kind of makes you go, wow, this game has evolved so much, but we still don't have survival yet. It's like, it's a completely different game than when we actually start it, but we still don't have the actual game mode for the game yet. So hopefully when that does come out, that's going to be absolutely spectacular. Now, one thing that does look spectacular is this little half pipe here that I think I want to try to take this hover ferry up. And I can see why that black seat's there. Hold on, let's hop into that, because the camera is pretty far in the front. There we go. That's much better with the camera. All right, so can we try to actually pick up some momentum here? I have a feeling it's going to bottom out. Like, the front's going to hit a little bit, and the back will bottom out. No, this is... Oh, okay, this is somewhat working. Oh, ouch, ouch, bottoming out. Come on, try to go up here. It's like an oversized floaty skateboard. And let's see if we can... Maybe I can do like an oval. I still feel like these, for some reason, would be really fun to race. Like, there's not any bearings, I don't think, besides the fan, the little rudders in the back. But I just feel like these wouldn't be really lagging. They would just be kind of a blast just to go around with friends. Might have to try that at some point. Whee! Go in between the trees. And we're gonna go under the tree here. Oh. Here we go. Trying to fall. Wait, what? I hit a branch. That branch shouldn't have stopped that. That's one thing. I think you're going to be harvesting wood in survival. I would love to be able to blow down a lot of these trees. But yeah, Garbuckle 3000, absolutely amazing creator and very awesome hovercraft here. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Next thing we're checking out is the Long Travel Truck. This is by Edvin, and Edvin is a master when it comes to suspension. But it does look like we're using some mods here. Maybe this is a little more simple than... Oh, never mind. I felt the lag. Nope. Oh, are you serious? How many bearings can you fit inside one vehicle? Look at this. Oh, this almost looks like a separate game model. Like, this doesn't look like something you built in the game. This looks like something somebody stuck in the game. With the tires, with the suspension parts, the modded pieces in there. Pretty crazy looking. Alright, I do apologize about the lag. I'm pretty sure Edvin's been trying to break my computer ever since he started sending over creations and Scrap Mechanic. I think these typically get a little bit better once we get moving, though, so... Oh, that is sweet. Look at the way that suspension rides. Like, if we could somehow get this to be, like, really, really good on the FPS mark, and if Scrap Mechanic could handle this many bearings, Like, this would be, like, better than a lot of off-roading games because this is the true suspension. This is the true properties. This is the way this thing works. It's awesome. That is so cool. Look at the back end. Look how much it swings down. Like, if this was running a lot smoother, like the turning, just everything about it, this thing would just be a blast. Like, I'd almost argue if Scrap Mechanic had some sort of steering wheel support, like, this would be pretty fun to drive around with the wheel. Because the way you can kind of swing out, the way you have to counter steer, the way it floats over bumps, oh, it's just so awesome. I'm in awe almost every time I see these vehicles in Scrap Mechanic. There you go, giving it some tests. Look how much it actually just folds down. Like, I'd argue that this thing is actually bottoming out. It's probably got like a skid plate under it. That is so cool. Oh man. All right, I need to go take this up a hill. All right, here we go. Hopefully I can go through that. There we go. All right, we're ready to start climbing uphill. So kind of grip this thing. Oh, I thought that was going to be a hill. That was actually just like a little hump. Do we even have a big hill? We had the little half pipe, but kind of want to stick to the trails here. Here, we'll go up to here to the side. You know, this is one thing about the suspension. You won't flip this too often. Like, you can turn really sharp and really abrupt, and it won't catch and flip like a lot of creations will. This thing will actually dig and roll the way you see a lot of off-road vehicles do, and it's just awesome. I could stare at it. I kind of wish I could just move it into slow-mo and just look at the suspension all day. All right, here we go. You know, I'm getting kind of a Texas vibe from this, just from the colors. I don't know why. I guess because it's kind of the Texas flag colors. Pretty sure that's just a coincidence, or maybe it's something else. Uh-oh, there we go. Oh, this is going to hurt the suspension big time. Oh, it didn't actually, like, morph in itself. A lot of times with suspension pieces, when you hit, like, really abrupt stops, you'll watch the bars or the pipe pieces, they'll shoot through themselves, and they'll be, like, freaking out. The thing will create, like, a suspension glitch. You'll be flipping out, but this thing just, man, it just handles it. That is insane. Oh, man. Wait, does the character have weight now? Do we know that? Can I, like, jump up and down on this? Nope. I don't think he's, for some reason, the little person is not very big. Okay. Oh, man, I could stare at that all day. I want one of these in real life. Where can we get one, and how much would it cost? Probably way out of my price range. All right, Edvin. You baked my computer for a little bit. Time to move on to the next thing. All right, Checo or Mr. Chivosky, I think I say it wrong every time. We're going to pull out a couple things. I've got this off-road SUV, and there was a vehicle that I missed not too long ago from him that I actually wanted to check out. It was a tow truck. So we're going to pull that and this tow truck because I kind of want to... I think this off-road vehicle's too big for this. Is it? Oh, maybe it's not. I kind of want to tow this thing around, but I want to drive this. So this is an off-road SUV. Now, I do believe this... Is this all vanilla? It looks completely vanilla from what I'm seeing. So that's kind of refreshing. Haven't seen one of these in a while. Hold on, let's hop in. All right. Oh, look at that. Oh, you got the... I guess we can call it the jacked up suspension there. I like that. So non-off-road, soccer mom mode, and then you have big jacked up truck, listens to way too much country music mode. Trust me, I live in Texas. We deal with this all the time. You know, the sad thing here in Texas, they will find anything to jack up. It doesn't even have to be a truck. It's like whatever they think they can put a lift kit on, we'll just stick it on there and say, hey, this is awesome, which I don't know if it's really that awesome. I've been in a couple lifted up trucks. I'm not a big fan. I don't like the way they ride. I must say, this suspension setup is actually really nice with the pistons. Like, the way this thing's moving, hold on, let's observe this real quick. Let's see. So, let's see. It's double bearing turning, and then you got a whole bunch of extra bearings, but it's not bad, but it's really, I think it's the pistons that make it ride the way it does. It's really smooth. So, let's see. The pistons are set to 4. I think it's the weight of the vehicle, though, that actually kind of crushes him down. So that's nice. Uh-oh. Do we not... I don't think the doors open, do they? Hold on, I need to get up here and get on the lift to get back into this thing. So I do want to tow this. So that's one thing. Hold on, let's get... Where's the tower? It's over there. Let's drive over that way. I want to test that out. Whee! Okay, this thing can flip. This thing is a little more top-heavy, I would say, than the Edvin one. This one is made completely out of metal. Let's get over here. Let's go through this little dip right here real quick. Wait, can we make it through this? Yeah, we can. We'll go over the side here. It's Let's kind of test out that suspension a little bit. There we go. Very, very nice. All right, so we're going to say we're repoing this bad boy, and we need to actually load it up on the tower over here, which, man, we need to do a tow truck challenge, but not like a tow truck race. Like something where we have to go collect vehicles. I would picture that being very laggy in Scrap Mechanic. Actually, are we too big? We might be too big. It's going to be borderline here. A lot of creators create to like a standard size, and it is close. We're going to try it anyways. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we just popped way out of that. All right, let's go ahead and do... Oh, don't want to click that. What's that? Oh, why does that do that? Is that necessary? Do we need to have jacked up tow trucks too? This must be a Texas tow truck. All right, let's go ahead and load it up real quick. Drive it on. I'm pretty sure he's got a smaller car to try out, but... Oh, that's one thing. This is going to lag. Scrap Mechanic is... You know, this has always been an issue with Scrap Mechanic, I must say. It is not like when you do this. So maybe towing challenges out of the equation. Yeah, look at that. Nailed it. Totally, it's a good towing job right there. Hold on. If we put the ramps up, will it actually, I wouldn't say secure it, but will it do something? Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, that's totally acceptable, right? That would be fine for the tow truck operator. All right, let's get up in here. There we go. All right. I don't know why we have that mode, but I think that's going to be good. All right. How long? Oh, no, it's freaking out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It doesn't like what's going on here. How long do you think we actually keep this SUV? I think it's going to fall off here in just like a couple seconds. On? No? No, it's doing pretty good. It's struggling a little bit. There's a lot of weight on here. Let's try to find a downhill portion. Let's load up in the front. Come on, you can do it. We might just throw this thing off. Oh, it's two-wheeling. Look at the suspension. Oh, it's freaking out. Actually, don't look at the suspension. Let's go ahead. Can we get those? Oh, I see what's wrong. Time out. I think I'm stuck in it. Let's go boop. Oh, can you not get out of this? That could be an issue. Let's, I don't like cutting into creations, but I think I have to cut into the roof of this one. Oh, and I just booped out of it. All right, so it appears that the suspension has been freaking out a little bit. And yeah, look at it. That's what I was talking about. Sometimes those pipe pieces, they like to go through stuff. So let's reset it real quick. Let's try it without towing. We proved that it can tow. Scrap Mechanic doesn't exactly like that, but there we go. All right, so yeah, it looks like it's using a kind of a similar suspension setup. That's just nice watching how it travels and moves over the bumps. Oh, that's cool. All right, so I would say this is definitely a pretty good tower. Now, I know there's been some mods, like I think there's a rope mod and stuff like that. That would be kind of cool to maybe attach a winch to this and see if you could drag cars up. But I do understand, since this looks like it's a completely vanilla creation, that's probably not going to be a thing on this. That's satisfying to see. But anyways, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. We will be jumping back into more creations. I've got more AI creations, which I like to kind of group those in their own episode because we do battles. And then I've got some other interesting stuff that I would like to pull off the lift, but there's some big stuff that is going to take some time to go through. So we will be returning with some more Scrap Mechanic relatively soon. Like I said, at least one a week, maybe two, depending on what the week's like. Yeah, I do want to thank you guys for all the love and support on this series. You guys are absolutely amazing. And we will see you guys next time in Scrap Mechanic. Thank you.